Hi everyone, this is Suzanne Wagner, and I'm just going to do a little blog and a little discussion for today as the cat jumps in my lap. So it's an interesting time that we live in, and so I sometimes get on these little benders, as you know, by reading my stuff, so bear with me. So because we are in a free will zone, being on this planet, you're in a co-creative process where you are given a chance to weave light, energy, and matter together and create wonders as well as horrors. Your angels and guides are there to give you guidance, hints, and intuitive pricklings to help you connect this world with the higher realms. But it is always your choice. Right now, the word that keeps coming into my mind from the angels and the guides is the word temperance. This word is about finding the places inside that can exhibit restraint and choose to move in moderation. I believe this word is happening in my subconscious because the qualities that this word implies are very challenging, globally, especially at this moment. We live in a world of extremes and where opinions are unrestrained, and there is a place where it seems to not be enough internally or externally in the form of moderators. There are so many that have allowed an underdeveloped mind with little self-control and little integrative knowledge believe that their opinions are the truth, when they are just their own prejudices. Power comes from knowing how to be in control of oneself and allow the reality to wash over you, observing it the whole time, but not buying into the emotional intensity of the person or situation. In fact, the more one protests and the louder someone speaks and emotes, the more likely they are in ego. The stronger the reaction, the more you should see a red flag in your consciousness indicating that this person is not in an authentic place, but in a projection of their own ego. And they are using all their power to bolster that ego. When that ego gets to the point of bullying, then that person is deeply troubled and often terrified of the change that the universe is thrusting in their face. Truth moves through a type of inner calmness and a strong center of solitude. What we see in the world right now is a lot of reactiveness, and this greatly concerns me because this type of volatility can easily become unhinged and cause great destruction and suffering. You must learn to move through the places of your mind that are serene, tranquil, and that do not become flustered when others do not see as you do. But you also cannot allow energies that are toxic to the soul to infiltrate that place of solitude and inner self-possessed compassion. If you are not intimately and easily connected to that place of inner center, and if you cannot find it smoothly in times of struggle, then there is still work to be done internally. If you do not have that place organically available to you, then you are still operating from the places of ego, attachment. You are afraid to look at others' opinions because you feel attacked. But you feeling that you are being attacked is a sure sign that you are not on your own center, and you are operating more from your mind than your heart. Hearts allow for the journey of each person to find their own truth. The reason this is such a challenging time is that we, as a culture, have empowered our mind over our soul. We have allowed the belief to grow that intelligence is more important than people. We have a culture that believes that being able to manipulate others is a sign of power and strength, and that having power over others is an indication of some type of superiority. But it is not remotely true. Thus, we have created many that believe that bullying is the way to get what they want and the way to get others to agree with them. But when everyone agrees with you, you cannot grow. You cannot question what is true if you will live an You cannot question what is true, and you will live an unfulfilled life plagued with great upsets and disappointments because you believe, like a small child, that getting what you want will make you happy. Getting what you want all the time only succeeds in making you into a spoiled brat and a person that others do not want to be around. So then you are left alone with your opinions, which no one questions because you have taken away all the opposition to your narrow world view. The world is so much larger and more complex than you can even imagine. Your opinion matters little in the bigger scheme of things. What does matter is how you impact others with your love and compassion. Truth and compassion always go together. They are never separate. That is because compassion allows in the words and emotional expression of others as they attempt to discover and find how to express their truth. And when compassion listens, truth eventually emerges and becomes defined and refined out of the egoic fire and into the clear place of integrated understanding. Thanks, everybody.